Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins is a raw and relentless account of transformation, revealing how an ordinary man shattered mental limits to become one of the toughest endurance athletes and military operators alive. This is not a story about talent. It is not about luck. It is about confronting pain, rejecting excuses, and unlocking the hidden strength buried inside all of us. What if your greatest obstacle isn't your circumstances but your mindset? What if the limits you believe in are self-created? And what if you could reprogram your mind to operate at a level most people never reach? Chapter 1. Broken Foundations. David Goggins begins his life in chaos. His childhood was marked by poverty, racism, and a brutally abusive father. Home was not safe. School was not supportive. He struggled with a learning disability and carried deep shame. These early experiences shaped his identity. He believed he was inferior, weak, incapable. Instead of confronting that pain, he ran from it. He gained weight. He settled for mediocrity. He blamed his past for his present. The turning point came when he looked in the mirror and realized he was living far below his potential. That moment of honesty became the spark of transformation. Chapter 2. The Accountability Mirror. Goggins introduces the concept of the accountability mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself the truth. No filters, no excuses. Write down your weaknesses. Confront them daily. Radical ownership is the foundation of growth. When he decided to join the Navy SEALs, he was nearly 300 pounds and completely unprepared. The standard was brutal, but instead of complaining about the gap between where he was and where he needed to be, he attacked it. In 3 months, he lost over 100 pounds. Extreme discipline replaced comfort. The lesson is clear. Change begins when excuses end. Chapter 3. Hell Week and the 40% Rule. During SEAL training, Goggins endured one of the most demanding military programs in the world. Hell Week pushed candidates beyond physical and psychological limits. Sleep deprivation, freezing water, endless physical exertion. Most quit. Goggins learned that when the mind says you are done, you are only at 40% of your actual capacity. The brain creates artificial limits to protect you from discomfort. But those limits are rarely real. If you push past the initial wave of pain, you discover untapped reserves of strength. The 40% rule becomes a core philosophy. When you feel finished, you are just getting started. Chapter 4. Callousing the mind. Physical calluses form through repeated friction. Mental calluses form the same way. Goggins intentionally sought discomfort to strengthen his mind. He ran ultramarathons without prior experience. He competed in endurance races on broken bones. He turned suffering into training. Most people avoid pain. Goggins pursued it strategically. Each challenge expanded his mental endurance. Over time, the uncomfortable became normal. Growth requires friction. Comfort breeds stagnation. Chapter 5. The Cookie Jar. Confidence is built through memory. Goggins created what he calls the cookie jar, a mental collection of past victories. Whenever doubt surfaced, he revisited moments when he had overcome hardship. The cookie jar reminds you that you have survived before. You have endured before. Your past resilience fuels present courage. When facing a new challenge, remember previous battles won. Your history is proof of capability. Chapter 6. Taking Souls. In competition and life, Goggins adopted a psychological strategy he calls taking souls. When others expected him to break, he pushed harder. When others showed signs of weakness, he smiled and increased effort. This is not about cruelty. It is about dominance over self-doubt. When you refuse to surrender internally, you gain power externally. Resilience intimidates mediocrity. Chapter 7. Failure as Fuel. Goggins failed repeatedly. He did not pass SEAL training on his first attempt. He faced injuries, health crises, and setbacks. But failure did not define him. It refined him. Instead of viewing failure as defeat, he treated it as information. Adjust, improve, return stronger. Failure becomes fuel when ego is removed. Chapter 8. Discipline equals freedom. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is permanent. Goggins emphasizes routine over emotion. Wake up early regardless of mood. Train regardless of weather. Work regardless of convenience. Discipline eliminates negotiation with weakness. The more disciplined you become, the more control you gain over your life. That control creates freedom. Chapter 9. No finish line. Even after breaking records and achieving global recognition, Goggins refused to settle. Growth is endless. The moment you believe you have arrived, you decline. There is no finish line, only continuous evolution. Can't Hurt Me is ultimately a battle against the weakest version of yourself. It challenges the victim mindset. It demands accountability. It insists that pain is a pathway, not a punishment. You may not control your starting point. You may not control your circumstances. But you control your effort. You control your response. You control your mindset. The question is not whether life will be hard. It will be. The question is whether you will be harder. The mind is the battlefield. Win there, and everything else follows. Follow, subscribe, and stay connected with Techie Comrade, your go-to destination for powerful and impactful audiobook summaries. Drop a comment below and tell us which book you want us to break down next.